He thought he was just a normal reaction. It's not like he just hated criminals. Open your own accessories in a fit of anger. Already issued one up to today. To keep the whole continent productive. Numerous thread builders in India think that there is a god on the nameless mountain who sees something wrong. Various forces came to the Wuming mountain to look for Jiuan. Because Zhang Inzhou was injured by Xin Huangyan. Without knowing it, Xin Hui thought he was being chased by an ugly family. I saw many dead beings coming nearby. Xin Huiwu thought they were from Wang Zhanger. So Chen Fan asked Xiao Wu to go down the mountain to help solve it. So Xiao Wuduan sat on the 12-ping platform. Directly at the foot of the unnamed mountain. In the next second, Xiao Wu fiercely opened his eyes. Immediately, countless masters who came to seek insurance appeared. Lu He between Xiao Wu. The unreasonable way dares to leave the empire again. Kneel down. The words should be the same as if Xiao Wu erupted into a terrible winter. The strength of the taste is directly crushed and cannot move. And after the fitness with higher strength, after Xiao Wu's terrifying strength. Straight away, I started linking hands to kill him first. Another review is strong and multi-nervous. Xiao Butuan himself gave them a chance to live, but he still doesn't feel wise. Directly illuminate a golden aperture and a pair of jade scissors. An expert can't thank you for poisoning. The next second delay method follows. All those who want to hide are blown up in the air. When the screen changes to the nameless mountain, Chen Fan is frantically messing around with this piece. Xiao Wu solved the people under the mountain and returned here. I can't help spying on my heart to the point that I am worthy of being an expert. Even the sound of sitting out of the fire contains reason. In the next second, Xiao Wu was instantly included by Dao Luck. The soul is hidden in front of the gate of Ishan. Xiao Wu Yama took him and unexpectedly touched the ordinary life of the Holy Land. You must know that the Jiaozi of the sky who can step into the Holy Realm goes one by one. I forgot to touch it so easily that I never thought. Now I can step into the Holy Realm just by pushing the door open. Right between Xiao Wu's horsebelt looking forward to pushing open the door. Qiáng Fan shouting little Wuingzi. Xiao Wu, are you okay? Xiao Wu Shengjian was pulled back to reality. As a result, he was compared with the Coke ratio of the Holy Land trial rule. Xiao Butuan feels like crying. Mr. Qiáng, it would be great if it was earlier. Xiao Wu said that he was fine and everything was resolved. Qiáng Fan took Xiao Wu's hand and said that he had something to announce. And Qiáng Fan recruited everyone from Wuming Mountain. Start brainwashing them. It means that the few people don't work hard and the boss wants to hurt the cup. Then I arranged a series of peoples. Lao Qin Yunshu, the master of the old man's farm, faced off. Public finance director, etc. The public can't help but ask Qin what is the chief financial officer. Qiáng Fan received these are all jobs on earth. And the chief financial officer is in charge of the accounts. In the future, everyone who needs to spend money will be regulated. My lord heard that the high man actually gave them the position of the earth. I can't help but divide my heart. Experts, this is treating us like earth dwellers. Qiáng Fan continued to say that we want to establish our own brand. The brand's programs are completed by myself and Xiao Wu. So they took Xiao Wu and took the red cloth together. Directly above the three big families in the global village who have just been officially called. The momentary burst revealed by the back reveals a powerful momentum. Directly return countless powerful gods to it. The number of copies of the unnamed mountain zero gas surge between China. It has become the treatment that everyone yearns for. Qiáng Fan said that the brand he wants to create is the global village. Just when he was still talking about support. Zhongren has long been caught in the powerful slight pressure of Bay. In their eyes, that is Earth, the land of the ancient economy. And there are countless existences on the Earth that are as terrifying as the Supreme. Qingdi can't help but feel miserable. No wonder I have been poor all my life and haven't been able to find the existence of the Earth. Such a Shenwei file is unparalleled in spirit, it really deserves to be the Earth. Gun Mengtang on the side heard this and asked curiously. Qingdi, are you really after the ancient Mo years? The one and only strong man. I only remember that I saw the water of the Yellow River falling from the sky and flowing endlessly. The weather is gray and red, and the country's thousands of miles of rivers and mountains are unaware of it. I once believed in the meaning of seeing the Earth. Going to the source is not as shocking as the master showed us today. Repairing the thread, the entire body is fully prepared, the horror of the Earth is slightly suppressed, and the sex is activated. Across such a long distance, there is such a terrifying micro-pressure. Like Earthby, that's where Shenxian lived. Afterwards, everyone split up and called. Seeing this effect, return to the 10 size. It's nothing more than an MLM slogan. Sure enough, the ancient scriptures are master. And then said that right now we have 2 goals to implement. Even if it is arranged for Lao Qin to go down the mountain and Zhao Ji to organize the transportation. The 20-year-old patriarch went to the discriminatory restaurant at EDU to discuss cooperation. Let's work together to make the earth stronger. The following repair lines are all in direct proportion to the passion for provinces and the League Office of Day 1 Huangqiao Factory. The following parameters are generated into Pico is higher than. It is said that Tan Z, who was sent to be clear and upright before, was unintentionally pregnant. This is the last email they sent back containing. Say they can't escape. Is the opponent really so powerful? Mihana means that it will be abandoned until today. Is from the nameless mountain. But on the unnamed mountain, an anti-human man was caught. Because of the rebellion. Man, you managed to arouse truism. And this person is the queen of the first dynasty, Qiáng Aohan. Do you think that ministers will guide you under the 16th group of female brothers? At the same time, the Dian dynasty is thinking about life. Seeing the kitchen knife of Qin oppressing the head of the heavens teaching from above. The old man Huangdi is also a general of Guanling. Hurry up and come out to your camp. Lao Qin really has a kitchen knife in his hand. In the world, I have the momentum to express the spiritual power to enter. The general below stepped forward to anger and guide. The bold Huang Tu dared to scold the saint for his early death. Qin forced Tián Lang Yihan's life. Empress Suxa was ex-wife, don't be ashamed here. Huayin has just fallen and changed its head. Just cut that guy out. I went to several first-class door. They all said that the king of Wu competed to borrow the top masters. They were all introduced into the palace by Zhao. It makes me unable to recruit people now. But Qin forced the sky to fall. He was regarded by a group of martial Emperor Han Tuan as a. Don't you think that Qin Ping is a soldier of the emperor? I can do whatever I want in my great Ying dynasty. Even so, Qin Shi Tian still did not die at all. Just like these people just want to make fun of me. Restoration is not enough. But it didn't take long before Qin Shi Tian turned into a Xiǎng. Your uncle's script seems to be wrong. These guys are too strong. Your old stuff doesn't even know the strength of my Daong dynasty. Dare to come here and wink. I have to say your IQ is impressive. The teacher explained who knew it was you. It might even save your life. Even if made into a pig's head. Compared with Qin or Tian is still Emperor Wu. Who is the person behind me just because you haven't configured it yet? Old Emperor, I advise you. Better let me go right now. Then apologize to my guest. Otherwise, you won't be able to eat it all. Just when the Emperor was about to give him a brand new set of horse killer fighters. But was called by Zhang Yinjiu who came from behind. I see Zhang Yinjiu is here. The Emperor closed the official post. Zhang Yin was passed on to the palace by the Purple Man. Still out of luck, please name and launch. The two old men regard each other as romance and can say the same thing. Why are you here? This house is engraved aside the Emperor's next weapon. Only then did Xing Padian realize that it was Zhang Yinjiu. Ancestor lights up. The next Emperor, Miaobian, also helped the dog go up to fill the iron box. I also want to invite one of the best imperial physicians in the kilometer. A handful of water that breaks the weather is to Emperor. Don't touch me. I'm fine now. The old man turned his head to look at Zhang Yinjiu with some atmosphere. Old Zhang, it seems that you have completed the task of an expert. What a pity, Qiáng. My old relatives want me to fight. It's totally worth it that I can do it myself. Thinking that since Tián was lost by Lao Zhang. Then go to the nearest Dai dynasty. This time we must catch a few more masters. But it hasn't been long before the emperor of the Great Billion dynasty, Xing Padian, was pulled up by Wu Huada. And was beaten up compared to Lianzhu. Sitting in front of him is Zhaohan, the official queen of the Dai dynasty. It's impossible to be right with your cultivation. The teacher explained who sent you here for what purpose. I think you, Dai, have sent a lot of spies in the big test. Then you should get the message. There are a lot of girls above the king in the Dian dynasty. Then mysteriously disappeared. Hearing this, Master Huazhang Ayahan has already. So you know what's going on. Tell you the truth. They are all chosen. Go to the Earth Depository Expert Efficiency Bureau. If you go late. It is the only big family. You even drank a lot. Why should I believe you? Maybe you're the one from the big experiment school. I want to gather our country's masters, Howie Wang, to fight in. Presumably, I came to the Judgment Master before to meet and see. That is the tall man sent from the nameless mountain. Hearing this, Zhang Ayahan is full of power. It turned out that the expert he was talking about was not Chen Fan. Choose disease and do strength to stand up. Since you have received this post, I just follow you to the earth to save and see. If you have half a lie, that is the sin of breath. You should know the consequences. This anti-person just took it away to change the sky. Since the most frightening program in the legend, the 6 paths destroying the sky. Bright disappear. On Chen Fan's side during the day. Submit Xiaoqi to practice Shuhua. Enjoying the Xiao Wu Lian festival. After that, I asked Xiao Wu if he could borrow his health shelter. Look confidently. Xiao Wu didn't even think about it. Telegram Zhòng saw it and passed. Chen Fan wanted to go in by himself. Take a look at the unfolded weapon. Might find some inspiration. There will be some comfort in improving your crafting skills. But I can't help but forget it when I look at it. This jianbi is obviously an ordinary sword. In terms of craftsmanship, it is far inferior to those made by oneself. Little 5-star thought that although he, after sending the will of success, I don't need to use armor, but still put their own accessories. It's not a waste of swords to become an extreme soldier. Chen Fan took the opportunity to ask Xiao Wu, did you kill it with this gun? Xiao Wu said yes, what's the problem? Chen Fanon's big brain said no problem. And then say, this one is pretty good. Why is it good? Said that poop gave Xiao Wu's health. Even Xiao Wu just got the sword. The place that Chen Fan just touched. The difference between coffee. Xia wooden, 10 gold and 10 colors, this one is a lot of soldiers. These are the few soldiers that countless thread repairers dream of. Why did Cheng Zi break my sword? What did I do wrong? Thinking of this book, the little 5th committee made me cry. Persevere in love, Chen Fan also panicked. It's over. Xiao Wu looks so sad. Does this jianpi have any special meaning? Picking Ji to beat Xiao Wu's encounter. Xiao Wu, come to me. It's better for Xiao Wu to change his words and drag him to fire his own study and run away. Then take out the one that entrusted me with 5 to a whole set of accessories. I'm sorry, Xiao Wu, but I broke your sword. Just give you my health shield. Xia wooden 10 golden 10 colors this health. Is there a breakthrough? Lian watch is too expensive, I can't accept it. Chen Fan is resolutely expressing my things. It's your thing. There is nothing you can't accept as long as you don't dislike it. It's not enough to just take Xiao Qixin who peeped outside the door. Brother is so kind to little sister 5. Will Xiaoqi soon have a little proton? Or a petite girl? When Xiao Wu heard this, he immediately repaired it. Yi Xiuda took the certificate to escape from the building. At night knowledge Xiao Wu took out the Peerless sword. Although it is out of school, it gives people a kind of health in the back. Returning the cap is the feeling of losing a certain defeat. Make a sound. Healthcare leaves school to see light like electricity. Instantly brighten up the whole room. A burst of undeniable profit burst out. Xiao Wu felt that his soul was threatened and was about to be swallowed by the sword. In front of my eyes is like a peerless powerhouse who has just awakened. The eyes of the little Wuji scene dare not understand. Suddenly Xiao Wu felt a slight spirituality between himself and Excalibur. He also delayed delivery and opened his eyes. In the next second, he was astonishingly fighting for a big double. The 12 years platform has been profoundly long-awaited and slow-moving, automatically infinite. Directly before he was once again in front of the gate. He is very familiar with this door. It is the Shangjing gate that I have touched before. This time, Xiao Wu didn't sell people because of pushing open the door. This piece of heaven and earth is missing for the people to share. Between heaven and earth become incomparable. The old company is already the clearness of the land and its color ratio. Whole body night was scared out of the gate. I didn't expect this to be 6 Winters World. Rolling Dragon Hall is also a golden meat bar. The first person to break through the holy realm in nearly 10,000 years. What ushered in turned out to be the most terrifying holy item in the legend. Yi Jinkong's face is full of worry. Xiao Wu, who is silently looking forward to you in my heart, you must be safe. But at this moment Shen Hui opened the door. He came out to the local area with his very hand that had been used 99 and 81 times. Then look up to the sky. How could you suddenly become a liar? The weather is really strange. It's strange that Ing just started to dissipate the Guanguan Tián Lei. Yi Jinkong was so scared that he was so expensive. One word will dissipate the thunder. The expert method actually led the armor above the heavenly guide. And Chen Fan really didn't know about it. Just shook his head helplessly and went back to sleep. Since then, Lao Qin brought Queen Xiǎng Ahan back to Wuming Mountain. Lao Xiang couldn't help but wonder why Lao Qin only brought back 2 people. Lao Qin didn't explain why he asked. Did someone explain it again last night? And that day why all of a sudden decided to laugh and go away? Lao Xiang explained that it was Messia's hidden 6 days festival. It's just because of a master's sentence that the sky has changed. The weather changed and we disappeared. This is a narrow escape. Miss Yi is not in love. Now he is already a master of Shangjing. Zhang Yahan on the side is full of ignorance. This is impossible, the festival must be fulfilled on the individual. This is the rule of God. This shows that the realm of an expert is already higher than that of a heavenly guide. Don't you feel it since last night? The aura between heaven and earth has become farther away. Everyone follows Xiǎng Tián, his friend Xiǎng Tián, in the infield battle at the end of the ancient times. As a result, Shinwu continent was suppressed by Dao Dao and entered the era of the last sea. Now when a high-ranking person enters, one sentence has changed the suppression of the avenue. Revive the aura of Shinwu continent. Hearing this, Zhòng ye o shuijing's wu chu xiaobo. Just now I passed the red atmosphere of the lost earth. It's also strange that Chen Fan was born to win the post. Why come to Shinwu continent? It turns out that he wants everyone in the Shinwu continent to accept guests and become emperors. Such brother Jin is worthy of being the man Zhòng Yehan values. Thinking of this, Zhòng Yehan is no match for old Qin Zulan. At the same time, Chen Fan was carrying this plate of gold and walking. Lao Zheng came over to have a bite to rest. Masculine and strong, she turned around. Be a man who has grown stronger than his younger brother all his life. Zhang Ohanton is Dage. Put to death. But in the next second, she turned pale. I found that the people in front of me are quiet and there is no breath. Then this person must be the expert from Wuming Mountain. Chen Fan asked who she was looking for in this matter. Zhang Ohan was in a hurry to show his feet. I'm here to visit Chen Fanzi. Chen Fandun is a master. I never thought that this person is actually the empress. Could it be that I heard that I was doing clear and honest things? Do you want me to go out and live with her again? I am Chen Fan, I don't know the emperor. Your Majesty, do I value her? Zhang Ohan was wrong. My man is so funny. You are still pretending to be stupid in front of me, let me have fun with you. Master Chen got it wrong. I'm talking about my son coming to visit. My name is Zhang Ohan Manjung. Zhang Yehan said he heard from his cousin. Wuming Mountain is recruiting. Come together on some errand. Chen Fan couldn't help but he heard the door very clearly. And how could this woman be looking for a job with her entourage on her first trip? I thought she was asking for a rich man. Not hesitate to pretend to employ people. Isn't this just a family saying of Sangumanu? Therefore, there is no direct. Let them go in first to unload a bowl. Indicates that work will be discussed tomorrow. Please, the old man can't help pinching the man. I thought I was dead. Unexpectedly, the expert was not only not angry. He also responded to Zhang Yehan with a smile. Lao Zheng guessed that it is difficult for tall people to be thin, strong and young. I can't lose until the person next to me talks about Zhang Yehan's body. Moreover, it is the most suitable Tián Han Sheng physique for dual cultivation. I'm afraid the expert is here for his fancy. This remark happened to be heard by Xiao Wu at the side. Does the expert want to have a relationship with Zhang Yehan Xingxiu? That's why I tolerate her being such a judge. The qingming of the two people's double cultivation can't help appearing in the mind. Xiao Wu's stool is quite handsome. I remember when she tried her best to direct Zhang Ao. It's all broken. Love dearly to Australia. I was innocent yesterday. At the same time, the 50 Guild. No trouble, the carriage slipped and came to the gate of the guild. The person in the car is the guild president In Chusho. Listen warmly. The president spoke of a. People who love grandchildren have many protections. At this time, Sun Wufan is eating hot pot comfortably. Seeing the arrival of the chairman In Chushan. Ask her if she wants to come and eat together. In Chushan opened the door as soon as he sat down. Jian Shan. I heard that Sun Daoyu has a lot of 7th grade silver urine wounds in his hand. I don't know if you brought samples. Sun Wufan not only said slowly. You want 7 grades of silver urine, I'm so beautiful. But you can have as much Jopin silver urine as you want. According to you this time Japinian P. It's not as precious as Chipin. The grandson of the sword is still on the cover of Baki Baki. Ignore the way you look. The road value of the wounded part of the silver is instantly marked. Which grandchildren eat Hasai after eating Hasai in Iton Lake? It's even worse that the industrial and commercial resumption of the local grass trade union is not good. This hot pot stands on the smell and knows that the quality is broken. Unpalatable, simply unpalatable. Anyway, you are also big stones of the first genus and the second genus of Dongyu. How can there be such a gap between the meaty ones? These words will fill up Yin Shuxing's share value. I remember he slapped on the table for a long time. If Sun Dao has no guarantees, then don't exchange the old man for revenge. Sun Wu didn't care about him as soon as he was a child. Then develop your own seasoning. Forget it, let me use the main ingredients I brought. Just when Sun Wufan will be adjusted to the point where he is used to opening. The Yin Shushang on the side is the leader of Jayama. This is the aroma of 9-grade silver urine. So much energy. Sun Wufan said that he has never seen the appearance of the room. What Jiupin silver urine? But it's just the main ingredient of my own thin tiger pot. This time, Yin Shuxing's saliva was left a little bit. And it was so muddled to each opinion in urine. Yuru Siwan is simply holding on to everything. Be careful making thunderbolts. Sun Wufan said that he eats like this every day. What's the weather? Seeing that your saliva is full, do you want to eat some together? In the next second, Yin Shuxing brought a super bowl. Alright, come fill me with the 9th-grade silver urine. Sun Wufan directly grasped the slot and you pressed it. Is this eating hot pot or eating left and right? Every time there is a change in the silver, the left pot will be emptied. His own strength instantly broke through from Wulwan Dingfeng to the early stage of 5 strikes. To be honest, I have been trapped in Wulwan Dingfeng for hundreds of years. Today's breakthrough is all Blue Sun Daytons. If there is anything wrong with the network number, just divide it up. If you want me to make a fuss, I will never make a fuss. The martial arts trade union in Jian Dongyu's first trading market has been settled. Sun Wufan's next goal is Dongyu's first moment to take the lead. Applause at the moment. Very good, Boss Yin is really fast. Boss, you, Zhao Ji, all masters of the martial arts union. Kill the crime with me. Bank business, why do you feel like you have been carried by hearing this?
Damn.